we're looking at a German machine gun position defending against an entrapped Soviet unit attempting to break out of a pocket. This is the third video, which covers an original combat report describing events which involved the 7th Panzer Division, the 11th Panzer Division, and the 5th PzGr Division Viking during the Third Battle of Kharkov, which took place in 1943, shortly after the fall of Stalingrad. Fitting in nicely, we'll see beautiful footage of Regiment Nordland, which, as part of Viking, took part in the battle. If you haven't seen the first two videos, I suggest that you go back and take a look. It's also the 99th video produced on this channel, so if you like the content, remember to subscribe. At the end of this video, I'll do a quick unboxing of a first-hand German account of a soldier's retreat across the Couch Strait that also took place in February of 1943. It's content that I've been looking for a long time, and it'll make a wonderful series. Getting back to our report, this map shows how the 5th SS PzGr Division Viking assaulted Krasnoarmeyskoye. It was made up of 3 volunteer motorized regiments. Nordland had mostly Scandinavian volunteers, Westland, which was Dutch and Flemish, and Germania, which was German. It also had a regiment of artillery. Felix Steiner was the divisional commander. This is the third page of the report, which is a translated document that was captured by elements of the 7th Panzer Division at the Soviet field headquarters. Group Commander General Lieutenant Popov. Nach sehr starker Artillerievorbereitung. After heavy artillery barrages, the enemy attacked with tanks, infantry, and artillery on the 18th of February 1943 at 1100 hours, the northern sector of Krasnoarmeyskoye. The focus of the enemy's thrust came from the direction of Novoekonomichiskoye. Breaking through our resistance, they managed to force their way into the eastern and central sectors of the city. After engaging the enemy in heavy combat that resulted in suffering many casualties, our troops vacated the central and northern sections of the city. This is extremely rare footage of Regiment Nordland operating in Russia. If you are a Patreon channel member, you now have exclusive access to additional footage of the Finnish volunteer battalion that was part of Nordland. If you are not yet a member, please consider becoming one to support the further development of this channel. You also receive access to exclusive film footage that can't be shown here. Create a free account on my website at military1945.com and take a look at an example clip. The 12th Guard Tank Brigade, defending the western sector of Krasnoarmeyskoye, has begun a counterattack and is moving towards the city center. There is little left remaining of the 14th Guard Tank Brigade and the 3rd Guard Motorized Infantry Brigade. The commander of the 14th Guard Tank Brigade, Lieutenant Colonel Shubenkov, has been killed in action. Lieutenant Colonel Leonov, commander of the 3rd Guard Motorized Infantry Brigade, has been seriously wounded. What remains of these 2 brigades is situated in the southern sector of the city. This footage shows German units advancing during the counterattack of the Third Battle of Kharkov. Although considered an elite formation, Viking had had considerable problems dealing with the armor-heavy Soviet formations in Mobile Group Popov. They were also under strength and exhausted due to the heavy fighting they had been engaged in just a few months earlier during the retreat from the last attempt at relieving Stalingrad in the Caucasus. That they were now able to take the initiative certainly took the Soviets by surprise. Arriving to the outskirts of Krasnoarmeyskoye, the Soviets were well dug in. After softening up the enemy with a heavy artillery bombardment, German units moved in close enough to use direct fire to take out the hardened defensive positions. Having concentrated their strength, they enjoyed local numerical superiority and overwhelmed the defenders. With serious resistance broken, the Germans assaulted the city. Die 7th Selbstständige Ski Brigade, the 7th Independent Ski Brigade, and the 9th Independent Guard Tank Brigade have cowardly retreated to Sovchov-Shetchenko with their commanders leading the way. They will all be sent back directly to the battle. After the battle, in April, with the agreed-upon 2-year service contract coming to an end, the Finnish authorities withdrew the volunteer battalion, and on July 11 of 1943, the unit was disbanded. When the Finns left, they were replaced by the Estonian battalion Narva. Regiment Nordland was removed from Viking to create the nucleus of the newly formed SS Division Nordland. If you would like me to do videos covering these regiments or that division, let me know in the comment section below. This is a 9-page personal account from a Wehrmacht soldier who managed to escape from the Taman Peninsula over the Kerch Strait, written in February of 1943. At the time, Air Fleet 4, or Luftflotte 4, was responsible for providing air support to all of Army Group South, including those involved in the retreat out of the Caucasus. The situation there was made far worse by Hitler's order to hold the beachhead on the Taman Peninsula for as long as possible. In order to supply German forces on the far bank, provisions needed to be carried 6 kilometers over the strait. A gondola system had been set up, which in itself was a considerable feat of engineering, but that was only capable of transporting 100 tons per day, which was far less than was needed to sustain the troops. Using this first-hand report, official and private film material, maps, and photographs, I'll create a series of videos which explains the situation on both a personal and macro level. I hope that you subscribed. Thanks for watching.